Welcome back to another exciting part of the series. This is part 5 because I kind of mixed two books together because nothing happened in Prison Azkaban because there was no prisoner. Because this is the series with what happens if James Potter survives the original attack on Harry from Voldemort. The series is just proven innocent right from the start. We are now going into the Half-Blood Prince. So hit that button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into this video. During the summer, a funeral was held for Sirius Black. And Dumbledore talks to James and says, I need to talk to Harry about a few things. I need to take Harry with me. I need to, basically telling him about his one-on-one class lessons with Harry throughout the year. So in the Half-Blood Prince, Dumbledore still picks up Harry to go meet Slughorn and try to recruit Slughorn back as a teacher. This year is basically the same. Harry still tries to track down Draco, who sneaks into Borgin and Burke's. And they still try to find out if Draco is a Death Eater or not. They still go on the train. Harry still sneaks into the car with Draco. Draco still breaks his nose. Tonks finds him, brings him to the castle, yada yada yada. This story basically runs out the same, except Harry still has his dad to talk to. And he's able to talk to his dad about, his mother and potions and Slughorn and all this other stuff. And Harry still gets to feel Felicis and still is able to conjure the memory from Slughorn at some point. I mean, not much really changes in this book, except for the fact that Harry does have someone to talk to. Besides Ron and Hermione, obviously. But he hasn't confided too much in his dad because Dumbledore says, keep it between you, Ron, and Hermione. I'm sure Dumbledore tells James a few things that Harry doesn't. Or James may be more in a loop than Harry thinks. So yeah, that's basically it with this. Like, just same thing happens. Harry learns about the Horcruxes. They learn now many Horcruxes, that there's 7 of them. They go to the cave. They find the fake locket. R.A.B. Once again, Dumbledore dies at the hands of Snape. James is livid when he finds out that it was James. He is livid. All passed aside. They were all the things together. He thought he could trust him. They had their differences, just like him and Sirius. But then you find out that he killed Dumbledore, and you are livid. Livid beyond belief. So then, So then this story basically ends the same. They still have a funeral for Dumbledore. James shows up and he goes, so what were you when Dumbledore, so he talks about throughout the summertime, throughout the summertime between that and the last book, he tells him, like, what did Dumbledore want you to do? And he's like, I really can't talk about this, Dad. Please understand, it's private between us. And James says, it has to do with the prophecy, doesn't it? It has to do with Voldemort. He says, yes. And James says, I understand. I will be going into hiding. I am going to be around. Let me know if you need me. So James goes into hiding. He says to his son, I still have the mirror, so let me know if you need me. So James goes into hiding, but not after, they discuss this, and he says, okay, I'll be going to hiding, but, we can't leave yet. We still have the wedding. We still have a wedding to go to. So James goes to the wedding with Harry, Ron, and Hermione for Bill and Flora's wedding. And then we have Scrimgeour show up. And the will and testament of Dumbledore gives the Deluminator to Ron, the Beetleborg book to Hermione, and the Snitch to Harry, and says, I can't give you the sword because it's not yours. So on and so forth. There's one thing I want to say though. Like I said, James tells Harry, like, I understand. You need to do this between you and Dumbledore. I get it. Totally get it. But Harry, I was trying to think of the locket. Like, will you tell him about the locket? Like, do you know what RAB is? If Sirius was still alive, would you tell Sirius? And like, would Sirius be like, that's my brother? Like, almost immediately? But no, I don't think so. They still have to go to the ministry. They still have to do the restaurant. Yeah. Okay. So the wedding happens. The invasion happens. Harry, Ron, and Hermione get out of there. And basically, the last book is just the same. Harry and Ron and Hermione are out looking for Horcruxes, and they are alone. They do have the mirror, but James doesn't always answer because he's in hiding and he is to, keep quiet for certain reasons. But when he does answer, he says, I'm okay, Harry. I'm okay. I'm safe. You safe. Don't tell me where you are. Just let me know if you're safe. And that's the conversation. Don't really talk about anything. Harry doesn't ask for help for anything because he doesn't want to give away too much information. What if James got caught by the Death Eaters? They would torture him for certain information. So that's what he's worried about. So he doesn't really use the mirror too much. And so on and so forth. The book about Dumbledore is out still. They don't have it yet. They still share the Horcrux, and Ron still becomes a jerk. And yeah, basically the story still goes the same. They still find you know, Doe still shows up, brings on everything. Everything still happens the same, in my opinion. Not gonna go through the whole book. You guys know what happens in Deathly Hallows. The only difference is this time Harry's in Malfoy Manor. Pulls at the mirror and says, "Dad, I need your help with Malfoy Manor." And Dobby shows up, and he said, "What?" Dobby was hanging out with James Potter. Boom. Canon. In this timeline. So yes, Dobby was with James Potter, and he sends Dobby to save him. They go to Shell Cottage just the same. Lupin shows up, talks about Thomas being pregnant, having a baby, this and that. Oh, everybody's happy, celebrating. James shows up, says hello to his son, this, that. And he says, where's Dobby? And he's like, "Dad, I'm so sorry. Dobby, he sacrificed himself to save us. We were apparating here, and Bellatrix threw the sword and got him in the chest. He's buried out there." And James goes, he was a good elf. A little weird, but he was good. So James said, "I'm so happy to see you again. This is great. What's the next step?" And he says, "We have to go. We can't tell you what's going on, but we have to go." And he's like, "I trust you. But please, if you need me, I'm here." And he says, I know, Dad." So they break into Gringotts, steal the cup, so on and so forth, and then go to Hogwarts, where the alarm goes off, and they hear this burly man come behind them and get in here. And they start talking, and they find out that this man is Dumbledore's brother. And everything else continues. They take the secret passage, meet up with Neville on the other side, and the Battle of Hogwarts pursues. And yeah, everything happens basically the same at that point. Except this time, James joins the fight. And why Harry's running on to school trying to find him, James is battling on. And when Harry goes to the forest, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. That his father was killed. He doesn't know when it happened or how it happened. But someone, one of the Death Eaters, caught James with the spell. Harry uses the stone. His mother pops up. So glad to see his mother. Then Sirius pops up. Then his father pops up. And he's just devastated. And he says, "It's okay." And they still talk to him through. Harry still has to accept death. He is devastated at this point. First he lost Sirius. Then he lost his dad. And he's just devastated and angry because this all happened because of Voldemort. And James says to Harry, "I didn't bring you up this way. Don't feel angry. Don't feel, feel the love. We're right here with you." We know what needs to be done. You know what needs to be done. Go and do it. Harry feels the courage and accepts his fate as he walks into the woods where Voldemort casts Abracadabra, killing the soul of himself inside Harry. King's Cross happens, all that happens. Go back to the castle. Hagrid carries Harry's dead body, wakes up, they fight. Expelliarmus, causing Avada Kedavra to backfire and killing Voldemort once and for all. And that's basically it. James Potter survived until the very end. Well, thank you for watching this long series of what if James Potter survived the original attack on Harry. How different would the story be? Not big differences here and there, but Sirius was innocent. Pettigrew died early on, and he got to talk to his father. He got to build a relationship with his father. It was just a better story. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the button, hit the subscribe button. Check out my merch store down below. Check out all the other stuff I have down below. All this cool stuff going on. Hit that join button where you can get access to future videos like this one before everybody else. You can also get a ton of other cool perks on there. So go check it out. And I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you check out this playlist up here, which is all the videos. All the Harry, not all the videos. It's all these series videos. And then that video over there. Not sure, but I think it's another concept of what if. Go check it out. Okay. Oh.